Good evening, everyone, and you are watching the Live Today show, an interactive show here on CAN TV Channel 21. We are also streaming live at cantv.org/hotline. That is cantv.org/hotline. Now, the next 25 minutes is your opportunity to call in with your questions or comments, and we want to hear from you guys, all right? So, the number that you can use to call in is at the bottom of the screen. That number is 312-738-1060. Again, that number is 312-738-1060. I am so happy to be with you guys again for the Live Today show. We have a very exciting show planned for you and a couple of special announcements to make towards the end of the show. Today, we're going to be talking about manual lymphatic drainage. But before I get into that, I just want to share for those of you that are tuning into the Live Today show for the first time, I am Dr. Sheri, and I am the founder of the Live Today Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization meeting the needs of under-resourced cancer survivors living with lymphedema. Our mission is to provide inspiration, joy, and free compression garments to individuals living with lymphedema. Did you hear what I said? I said free. One of my husband's favorite statements is, if it's free, it's for me. So yes, I did say free. You did not mishear me, and I did not misspeak. We provide free compression garments to under-resourced individuals or individuals facing financial difficulties that are living with lymphedema. So with that in mind, I want you guys, if you want to find out more information on how you can support the Live Today Foundation, please visit www.live-today.org. Or you can feel free to email us at info@live-today.org, and feel free to give us a call at 754-220-0234. Again, that number is 754-220-0234. And again, if you want to find out how you can follow us and stay interactive with us on social media, you can reach us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at livetoday.org. That is livetoday.org. I am so happy to be with you guys again on today. Like I stated, this is an interactive and live show, and you have the opportunity to reach out to us and call in with your questions or comments. Now, today we're going to be talking about manual lymphatic drainage. And because we're talking about manual lymphatic drainage, I did not wear my compression garment today because I want you to be able to tell the difference between my lymphatic and my lymphedema hand and arm versus my non-affected limb. Okay, it's going to be very important when you listen to and watch the video that we have for you. Now, if you recall, remember, lymphedema is caused because of damage to the lymphatic vessels, and what happens is, because of the damage to the lymphatic vessels, there is not normal flow of lymph. As a result, with nowhere to go, the lymph fluid just stays in the affected limb, as it does with mine in my right arm and hand and fingers. Now, with manual lymphatic drainage, this is actually a unique but very gentle type of skin massage. You do not use any massage oils with this, but it's a very gentle massage technique that is used to mobilize fluid from an area of the body with lymphedema to an area of the body without lymphedema. So in other words, it helps to redirect fluid from a blocked area into a healthy area where lymph vessels are at, and that do not have any form of damage to them. Now, the benefit of manual lymphatic drainage, in addition to being able to move this excess lymph flow in your affected limb or extremity, it also provides soothing, relaxing, and pain relieving effects. And so if you have an opportunity to have a specialized therapist that knows how to do and deliver manual lymphatic drainage. Take advantage of it. Not only is it important for your treatment process, but again, like I stated, it's very soothing, it's very relaxing, and it can provide relief of pain to the affected limb. Now, one of our producers, while cruising in the Mediterranean, was kind enough to take time out from her luxuriating experience and give us some personal footage of what one could expect, let's say, at their very first appointment with a trained therapist. A therapist that is trained in how to perform manual lymphatic drainage. This is very important. There are occupational therapists out there, there are physical therapists out there, but that can help. But not all therapists are trained to perform the type of drainage that is necessary in order to treat individuals who are living with and suffering from lymphedema. And so on this video, you will see, like I stated, one of our co-producers, Ms. Karen Roberts, but you will also see Ms. Kenya Wells Claiborne. Now, this is a woman with 20 years of occupational therapy experience, and she is indeed trained in how to perform manual lymphatic drainage. So with that stated, let's give a start and take a look at the video. Let's go.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Hi, I'm Kenya. I'm from Occupational Therapy. I'm your therapist today.
Okay. Thank you.
Today we're going to talk about manual lymph drainage.
Yes, I've been having a lot of problems with my left arm since I was diagnosed back in 2012. And sometimes it swells up from here all the way down. My fingers swell, my arms. So my doctor had given me an order for physical therapy and occupational therapy, but I'm not exactly sure what I need to do. So this will be like my first visit.
Okay.
Nice place to have a therapy
Yes.
session.
Yeah. Do you understand what lymphedema is?
No.
What it is just a package of lymphatic drainage inside your system. It's a lymphatic system. Because you've had your lymph node removed in certain areas, it becomes like a faulty backup. What we need to do first is clear the nose first, and then we also have to clear the actual lymphatic system so that it flows in the correct position. Now, the difference between the therapy and like massage therapy usually focus on getting the swelling out. We're trying to get it up and out. You have to go through the lymphatic channel in order for it to effectively keep going. So the purpose of the therapy itself is to do effective lymphatic movements.
Is that the manual manipulation? Is that what that
manual
is?
lymphatic drainage.
Okay. Is that something that I can do, or can I just have it done in a therapy session?
There's something that you can do, because the more that you do it, the more your body will recognize the drainage flow. And that's the
It'll
whole
respond
thing.
better?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'll show you how to do it, as well as what the technique would be as a therapist. It would be a little bit different because we're more effective because we put our hands in a different area.
Is it painful?
No, definitely not painful. It should not go higher than your skin touch like this. Once you go deep.
Now, if you paid attention, if you noticed that, Kenya noticed and paid attention and pointed out the differences and the importance of the touch, okay? Now, she mentioned, imagine a Ziploc bag filled with water, okay? Do you see how it just takes the slightest little bit of touch? Those of you following on Facebook Live, lightest bit of touch, right? And it makes an indent with the water. So that's too heavy. You really just want a soft touch right over the skin. And so test this out when you're performing manual lymphatic drainage on yourself, because your therapist should teach you how to perform the the drainage for yourself in between your therapy sessions. It would be optimal to be able to have manual lymphatic drainage done at least 3 times a week with a therapist initially when you're starting off. But in order to be able to maintain and control the swelling on your own, you're going to want to be able to do this yourself. And so in order to help guide you with the amount of pressure that is necessary to really move that lymph flow and move the lymphatic system in the way that it should go, if you press too hard, it's not going to have the effect. You need to have that gentle stimulation in order to move the lymph flow in the direction that it needs to go. And then I also want you to keep in mind that these massage movements should affect, again, only the skin. Make sure you don't press too hard. You also want to make sure that you keep your hands and fingers relaxed. So sometimes, she mentioned that you're going to want to use the limb, the extremity that is opposite the affected area. Okay, so I'm affected on my right, and so when I'm performing my drainage, I'm going to use my left 2 fingers, and as I'm using them, it's a very gentle stimulation, a very gentle process as I'm bringing it forward. Okay, and it's important, you don't want to do it this way, right? Because I'm using my right hand to try to move lymph on the right side. That's not going to work. And so it delivers the right pressure when you're using the opposite limb. And when you have manual lymphatic drainage done, as well as if you do it on your own at home, you're going to want to drink lots of fluid, at least an extra 2 to 4 glasses of water, in order to push that fluid out of the body. Okay, so Kenya has some more important things to tell us. Let's go ahead with the remaining part of the video.
But then you're actually going into the muscles, and that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to stay above the epidermis.
Okay.
Okay?
The
So if you go
skin,
picture,
first layer of the skin, epidermis. Okay.
Hi
Okay.
everybody.
if you go picture a sandwich
Hey
bag full of water,
Marsha. Hey Rhonda.
you don't
Okay.
want to go down to the lower level, because then you're getting into other systems, circulatory system,
Okay.
the skin, the
That's a
muscles,
good analogy. Okay.
the tendons.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So you always start at your neck. So,
Sorry for my sweat.
that's okay.
It is.
First, I should ask you, do you have any other tenderness in certain areas? Not necessarily your body or any
No.
on your body.
No.
Because that could be a sign of something else other than lymphedema. You want to be
Okay.
aware of all the other complications that you could have.
Okay.
So as long as it's strictly lymphedema, the doctor gives the okay for you to have this particular therapy.
Okay.
Then you have the okay.
What's a good amount of time to do this? Like, is that 5-minute treatment, 10-minute treatment?
If you go to a therapy session, it's usually an hour.
Oh.
It's usually an hour. However, once you teach the technique, maybe 10, 15 minutes. You can do it twice a week.
Oh.
During your inflamed moments or periods, you will go to therapy 3 times a week.
So then it's good to use the therapy what you're doing as well as use the compression garments.
Yes, yes. It's more
Okay, that will just
effective.
enhance. Okay.
It's more effective when you have on a garment after the therapy has taken place.
Okay.
There's also another thing that the doctor can give you, and that's an automatic pump. But you actually, it's like a sleeve. You put it on for 30
Mhm.
minutes, and it does it as if it's a CPM, a continued passive movement.
Okay.
Now you guys can see that it is really light, very rhythmic movements that are applied, again, without massage oil. This is not that type of massage, ladies, okay? But very light rhythmic movements that really stimulate the lymphatic system without compressing the vessels. So this is what allows the lymph to move freely and easily through the tissues and the lymph nodes. Now, if you look at this picture here, at the very distal part of the photo is really a therapist's hand, which is wrapped very lightly around the individual's elbow. And what you are seeing and visualizing is the actual upper part of the arm moving into the axilla or under the arm area. And as the therapist is applying very light pressure around the elbow, do you see those radiographic induced enlightened effects of the lymphatic drainage? That is where you're seeing the actual lymph flow. And this is very, very light pressure that is being applied. That is actually what is happening under the skin when manual lymphatic drainage is performed. Now, in the next photo, you will see that here, this is a photo of the lymph and immune system. And in this photo, what you can see is that your lymphatic system is part of your immune system. And that's why it is so important to maintain great health and make sure that your immune system is intact. Now, what you will also see is that because these lymphatics run throughout your entire body, from your neck all the way down, you even have lymph nodes in the back of your knees. And so as a result, there are certain conditions which are truly contraindicated in which manual lymphatic drainage should not be performed. These three conditions are: one, if you have an infection such as cellulitis, that's an infection of the skin, because remember, those lymphatics are running right below the skin. So if you have an infection, all you're going to do is move that infection right along with that lymph fluid. So you don't want to do it if there is a skin infection like cellulitis. You also don't want to perform manual lymphatic drainage if you have uncontrolled congestive heart failure, as well as if there is a presence of a blood clot. Now, because of various possible ways that the lymph can be redirected, there may be other clinical conditions like Kenya mentioned. You want to rule out all these other conditions now before you begin to lay hands either on yourself or allow therapists to lay hands on you to perform MLD, because there may be other clinical conditions present, say in the neck or in the abdomen, that would be a contraindication to performing manual lymphatic drainage as well. So now we're going to finish up with the video, and Kenya's going to take this home. Take a look.
The good thing about that is very systematic. It's very
It'll start
it'll start.
here.
It'll start here and
work
then
its
go
way
down and then it comes back up.
Okay.
So what you really need to do now is clear the nose. So we're gonna start off here. There's one right here, one right here, and here, like this. As you can see, I'm going very light on the skin. Okay. And after that one before that one, it's up here. The way that I would do it as a therapist, you come over just a little bit this way, let me see it. Go up and out, up and out, up and out. You do that about 5-10 times as a therapist, but as I'm going to show her how to do it. You take your hand, your two fingers
So I use
on
this.
your non-affected side, and you're going forward. Forward.
So I'm starting forward and go back, or
No,
I'm
you're
the other
starting
way,
back and you're
and go
coming
forward.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
that.
Kind of release the nose, clear the nose. Okay? You gotta do that 5 times.
Okay. Am I going down, down?
Well, see, right now you're just clearing the nose, so you're staying up there at the nose,
Oh,
and you're
okay.
just like clearing it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay? Real light touch.
Oh.
Real light. You should not feel pain doing this.
Okay.
Okay? The next node is down underneath your arm. Here.
Now, what I love about Ms. Claiborne is that, and this is what you should be paying attention to in a therapist. A therapist should catch you if you're doing something wrong. Now, if you notice that our Ms. Roberts, she started here, she was contralateral, and then she kind of came down a little bit too far. Kenya corrected her. That is extremely important, because here's the reality, is that if you're performing this on your own at home and you're taking the 10 to 15 minutes to perform it and you're doing it wrong, one, you can do more damage than good. Two, if you're doing it wrong, you're not going to have an effect, okay? Now, if you will notice, and if you look at my two hands, you see more of bony structures in the limb that is less of bony structures, rather, in my affected limb than in the limb that is not affected, okay? But my right hand and my arm doesn't look that bad today. You know why? Because I performed my MLD and I did it correctly, okay? And so there are treatment modalities out there that you can participate in and that you should participate in that's going to be best for your health to, one, prevent these skin infections from occurring, but two, there are things that you can do on your own at home, in addition to wearing the compression garments that will allow you to experience and live a very full and fruitful life with lymphedema when you know and understand all of the treatment options that are available to you, okay? So if you heard Ms. Claiborne state, she said, listen, even after MLD, wearing your compression garments are important because it's going to maintain and continue that push of lymph fluid from your affected limb to the unaffected areas of the body. And don't forget, you want to make sure you flush out your system with plenty of water to make sure that you get all of those toxins out of your system. Now remember, Live Today counts on your support. And so if you're looking for ways to support the Live Today Foundation, please go out to our website at live-today.org and feel free to shoot us an email. You're going to find out how you can get free compression garments for yourself, a friend, a family member, or if you want to make our organization made known to other organizations that you know of, please shoot us an email at info@live-today.org. And remember, you can always follow us on social media at live-today.org on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That is Live Today, DOTORG. Now, guys, I have something that I want to share with you, and that is that when you tune in next month on August 14th, we're going to do a little bit of shifting in the show. What we want to begin to move towards is, again, showing individuals how to live. Individuals with and without cancer, individuals with and without lymphedema, and we want to begin to delve into how to transcend tragedy to a life of transformation and healing, okay? And hence the name Live Today. We really focus on showing individuals how to love themselves and others, how to inspire those around them, how to voice their dreams and ambitions, and finally how to enjoy life today and every day. Okay, so it is really, really important that you tune in to upcoming shows, because I wanted to stress the importance of lymphedema, obviously, because that is our mission and that is our goal, to serve and to meet the needs of under-resourced individuals living with lymphedema. That will be and always will be our mission and our goal. But in addition to that, Live Today searches and provides opportunities, education, resources, and the like, to be able to provide individuals, again, whether you have cancer or you don't, whether or not you have lymphedema or you don't. There are individuals that have been struck with different forms of tragedy and they have been knocked off their feet. And so what we want to do at Live Today is to provide you with the resources that you need to make it through. Today has been a fantastic day. I have to always give much thanks to my producers, Mrs. Carlisa Crawford, Mrs. Karen Roberts, to Vibes, my producer of my intro music. I am very, very grateful to all of you. And remember, you want to tune in on August 14th, 2019 at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, because we're kicking off a brand new focus of Live Today. And on that date, we're going to be sharing something new that Live Today is going to be participating in come October 6th of this year. Don't want to say say too much right now, but you're going to have to stay tuned to August 14th. Remember, I want you guys to know I'm Dr. Sheri, and I want you to remember to be present, take charge, and live today and every day. I will see you guys next month. Same to you on Facebook. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.